Maybe it was Andrew's fault. Maybe Andrew did call up Facebook and say, yo, I don't like these players. They got to go.
It's only a game. Why you have to be mad?
I honestly am unsure of what's happened here. But Ralph Franks here has got a good post. We can start with Ralph Franks' post. I'm sort of tired of Hero Wars always blaming Facebook. An easy fix for you. I believe it's time for Hero Wars stopped associating emeralds as compensation for refunds. That unfortunately will never happen because that is how we convert currency. If you have an issue with Facebook, take back what was purchased, like the energy bundles we purchased and not our emeralds. I believe people believe if something was purchased and then refunded, they would expect what they purchased to be returned, not something totally unrelated. Well, I want to say this. First of all, this is unfortunate. Something happened with Facebook overnight this morning. I don't know what happened specifically. It doesn't seem like anybody in any of my guilds were impacted, though I could be wrong. But somehow, some way, Facebook refunded a bunch of people. Let's find a screenshot. Here we go. Facebook refunded a bunch of people purchases, and I don't really know why. Maybe they couldn't get Aurora out of the HVAC. Maybe that's why they got that's why they refunded him. But the negative 55,000 emeralds, if you have negative emeralds, you're basically locked out of doing everything with the game. You can't do guild wars. You can't do your tasks. You can't spend currency until you buy back up to 0 or positive emeralds. And as you can see from this person right here, hello devs, hello developers. I have a bug on server 75. I'm a 74, excuse me. I'm a GM in my own guild and I can't do the guild war because of this bug. This is a problem. This is the problem. And to answer Ralph's question here, and there's a lot of people complaining about this. Here we go. To answer Ralph's question here, and not to pick on Ralph. I don't know Ralph at all. He just happens to be the top commenter right now on the official Hero Wars community Facebook group. The reason why they don't refund the bundles is because you've already spent the resources from the bundles, okay? The fair way to do a return on Facebook web and mobile is to remove the emerald currency, because it is impossible to unwind according to their however they built the game on browser or mobile. It's impossible to unwind a refund involving resources that you've already spent. It's impossible to rewind spending energy on campaign missions. It's impossible to rewind removing skin stones from a skin. It's I shouldn't say impossible. It's overwhelmingly complex and difficult to do considering the amount of refunds they get on a daily basis, right? So they've implemented this system, I'm guessing, to make it simpler. And it also ties into the ridiculous discounts that you see on bundles. Whenever you look at bundles, like off to the right over here, you can see, well, that's a bad example. Here you go. You can see that this is an 80% discount, right? So if you were to buy this for $15 and then refund it and then abuse the refund system by refunding it, they actually pull the $75 worth of emeralds out of your account. They don't remove the soul stones, emeralds, VIP points, and gold. They pull $75 worth of emeralds off of your account. And this is to discourage people from requesting refunds. Now, if it ends up being a valid problem, like a valid refund, I accidentally purchased something twice, can you please fix it? I haven't touched the game at all. It was pure accident. I didn't mean to do this. And you don't have a history of abusing refunds. The community managers or the support staff usually will fix the emerald issue. They usually do. They usually fix it. Again, unless you have a history of abusing the refund system, which there used to be a much bigger problem than there is today. So this is a problem. And I got a couple of screenshots for you. So here's the first one. This bug with removing champions from Guild Wars, you can see Khaleesi talking about it. Hi, I'm guessing you are a Facebook player. It seems like Facebook decided to make some refunds for you once again. We are looking into that. Andrew is not at fault here. Andrew didn't do this, all right? He's just the guy to talk to between us and the developers and art department and accounting department, legal, all that. Andrew, a community manager, is kind of the liaison, the go-between. He had nothing to do with this. Don't get mad at Andrew. Don't get mad at any of the community managers. You can be upset, but not specifically at them. They had nothing to do with this. It's not like Andrew called Facebook and be like, yo, refund these 7 people's emeralds. And then the response here, continuing on, any update on this? Yep, we've prepared a list of all affected. All of them will get their emeralds back. I'm trying to get some details regarding the time frame right now. So they are fixing the problem, kind of. Unfortunately, people that were pulled out of Guild Wars today will likely not win that Guild War today. and that will impact their score for the week, which could potentially impact their ranking in gold, silver, or bronze, potentially forcing them into a relegation match on Saturday, tomorrow, to fight for their ranking when they normally wouldn't have to do so. This is something that they can't fix. They can't just give everybody points, although they may end up doing that. They may end up just giving the affected guilds just a win that day. We don't really know for sure. At least they're going to fix the emeralds. They're going to fix this, right? They're going to fix it. It's super unfortunate. I don't know specifically why this happened. I don't know specifically why Facebook or Meta, a security issue or a payment processing issue with a certain provider, maybe a credit card company, maybe PayPal. Who knows what the issue is, but they are working as best they can to fix it. But I say all that to say this. I need Hero Wars Facebook and Web to provide a way to move players from Facebook to Web. Get players off of Facebook. If I could convince my guild in its entirety to move from Facebook to Web, and we all get to keep our accounts, that would be the best situation, all right? These problems that we keep having with Facebook, because Facebook gaming is down, because Facebook arcade is down, has nothing to do with Hero Wars. It's specifically a Facebook problem. And Ralph is he's upset that Hero Wars is blaming Facebook, but what else can we do? Like, what else can they do? Ralph, do you want them to lie to you? Do you want them to lie to you about, oh yeah, it just randomly happened? Sorry, that's not what happened. They're telling you what happened. Maybe they're lying. Maybe they're lying about saying that, and maybe they screwed up. Maybe it was Andrew's fault. Maybe Andrew did call up Facebook and say, yo, I don't like these players. They got to go. Maybe it was strategic and targeted. Maybe all of the guilds that lost players because of this Emerald refund are guilds going up against various community managers today. Conspiracy? Is it a conspiracy theory? I want to be able to move accounts from Facebook to Web. I would play on Web in a heartbeat. If I could keep my same guild. If I could keep Dark Tower or Firewater, Taco Banana, or whatever our guild name is right now. If I can maintain the same guild and move to Web, I absolutely would. Because the next time that Facebook has an issue, it could be impacting me. It could be impacting you. It could be impacting Remy when she starts her Hero Wars account. I don't know. I don't want that to happen, right? We can't be at the whims of Facebook. But what server would you go on Web? That's a great question, Satuz. There's timestamps for all servers. So what I would imagine that would happen would be a server that was opened around the same time as server 25, which is the Facebook server that I'm on. They would probably move me to that server, if I had to guess. They probably wouldn't do a new server, and putting me on an old server would be unfair to me, an older server, I should say. So that would be my guess. I don't know when the first browser server launched, and I don't know when the first Facebook server launched, and if there's any kind of congruity. Is congruity even a word? I don't know if that lines up, but I think they have the ability to do it. And the reason why I know that is because VK.com and OK.com, which I'm not going to pronounce the Russian versions of VK and OK. It's like the Russian social media platforms. They moved those players off of those social media onto browser. So I know they can do it. I'm on server 55. Don't come here. I've counted both Facebook and Web. I do find the different times when things happen make it easier to balance them. But then the time zone happens and throws me off. Kevin has another great point. Things happen at 8 p.m. Central Time on Web, but they happen at 11 p.m. Central Time on Facebook. They happen 3 hours later. I would love events to go live at 8 p.m. Central Time again, like they used to a year ago. As long as you do Nada, some things can be rolled back as well. I was using 2K Titans. Yeah, Zolhex, that is another key point too. But nobody knew that they were going to get rolled back. Like, this was completely unexpected. But yeah, absolutely. If you do buy something by mistake, final point to wrap this up, guys. If you do buy something by mistake, by accident, I double clicked this, and you submit a ticket, and they do a refund, and then they go negative emeralds. The reason why they do that is because you used some of the resources that you bought. If you bought something by mistake, do not use the resources. Otherwise, it looks like you're trying to game the system. It's definitely a conspiracy. I bet you Andrew's guild is going to win today. I bet you Andrew's guild is going to take rank 1 in gold for the first time ever today, because he called up Facebook and told them to block a bunch of people's accounts. That's got to be what happened.